Welcome to Blue Belt Tips and Tricks. By watching this video, you will learn everything you need to know to be successful on the Blue Belt. The first thing we will do is study the music. In this song, we have a new symbol to learn about. Each of these curved lines circled in orange is called a tie. A tie connects two notes of the same pitch together. When you see a tie, you play the note and then hold that note for the full value of both notes combined. For example, here you have a whole note that gets 4 beats, tied to a quarter note that gets 1 beat. So you would play and hold for 5 total beats because 4 plus 1 equals 5. That's the same here, here, and here. The tie at the beginning of the third line of music is a dotted half note, which gets 3 beats, tied to a half note, which gets 2 beats. So you would play and hold for 5 beats because 3 plus 2 equals 5. You will hear what these ties sound like once we take a listen to the music. The last thing I want to point out is here in the purple box. There are 5 beats of introduction music before you start to play. This will go quickly, so it's important to be ready once you hit play. Let's take a listen to the music to get more comfortable with it. This first time through, you are going to be in rest position, so you will just listen. Rest position, just listen. Here we go. Be ready for the 5 beats of introduction music and then follow along with the blue box. 5. If you need to listen to this again to become more comfortable with it, go ahead and rewind the video as many times as you need. Before we listen to the music again, I want to point out these areas circled in red that past students have had problems with. For this section of music, you are going to want to really focus on the rhythm. Let's go through the rhythm slowly together now. We will count using our rhythm syllables. Ta for quarter notes. Ta for half notes, here, here. Ta for dotted half notes. And then when we combine the dotted half note and the half note, we would count it like this. Ta, which is 5 beats. Okay, here we go nice and slow. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta. Okay, let's try it again, nice and slow. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta. Ta, 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 ta. This time, let's go just a little bit faster. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta. Now let's take another listen to the whole song before we move on. Really pay attention to that section of music we just practiced. listen to this again to become more comfortable with it, go ahead and rewind the video as many times as you need. Now that we are comfortable with how the song sounds, we are going to sing the words of the song. We will be able to play this song on our recorders better if we can sing it first. Here we go. Get ready to sing. If you need to sing through this song again to become more comfortable with it, go ahead and rewind the video as many times as you need. Now that we know what the music looks like, let's take a look at the 5 notes you will need to know for the Blue Belt song. We have already used notes B, A, and G in other belt songs. For When the Saints Go Marching In, we have 2 new notes to learn. High D, which is on the 4th line of the treble clef staff, and high C, which is in the 3rd space of the treble clef staff. Let's learn how to play these notes on our recorders. To make a high D on your recorder, you take your left hand and you only need your middle finger from your left hand, which will cover the second hole in the front. So you'll take your middle finger, cover that second hole. No other holes are covered to make a high D. Okay, this is pretty easy. Only your middle finger is going to cover that second hole in the front. And that is how you make a high D on your recorder. Let's do some echoing on our high D. Here we go. Left hand on top, warm, gentle air, and do the do's. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. To make a C with your recorder, use your thumb from your left hand covering the hole in the back and your middle finger covering the second hole. So the first hole is not covered this time. Thumb in the back, middle finger covering the second hole. This is C on your recorder. Let's do some echoing for high C. Remember, left hand on top, warm, gentle air, do the do's. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Remember, you will not see the note names written below the staff like you see here. This picture is also shown in the Blue Belt practice room, so you can look there if you need to see this again. Let's find the notes in our music. We will go note by note. Say the note names with me as I point to each one. Remember, we are thinking every good boy does fine on the lines and F-A-C-E, face in the space. Okay, so starting right at the beginning, this is a note we've had before, so remember it's a line note, so every good. So this is G. Another line note, every good boy. This is B. So we have G, B, and then this is our second space note that we're learning. Remember, our first space note was on the second space, that was A, face in the space, F-A-C. So this third space is C. So we have G, B, C, and then this is our high D. Every good boy does. So D. So G, B, C, D. G, B, C, D. All right, when we sing on note names. And then here those same notes are again. G, B, C, D. Okay, so that repeats 2 times. You play it here and you play it again here. Then again, G, B, C, D. This time we go down to note every good boy, B. Okay, then we have every good. There's another G, every good boy. All right, if you can just remember the note on the middle line is B, then you won't even have to think about every good boy does fine, okay? Hopefully some of these notes are just kind of automatic to you at this point, but it's good to go through them. Now here's that second space, that's our A, F, A, face in the space. Okay, so we hold A out. Okay, remember the tie connects the 2 notes of the same pitch. If these were different pitches, this would not be a tie and we wouldn't combine the rhythms, okay? So since these both are A's, we combine those for 5 beats. And then here's our middle line again. We know that's B. Second space, A. Second line, every good. There's another G. It's on the same line. And then middle line, B. This is our new note, high D, D, D. 3 D's in a row. Then down to note C, one of our other new notes. Okay, middle line B, C, D. Now notice B, C, D. That goes just right up in the alphabet, okay? The higher up you get, you go forward in the alphabet. B, C, D, middle line B, every good. There's our G, second space A, and every good. There's our G again, all the way to the end. Okay, so there's our note names for When the Saints Go Marching In. Now let's try singing the note names. We really want to feel comfortable identifying these notes before we try playing them on our recorder. So it's best to sing the note names before we play. Here we go. Get ready to sing the note names. If you need to sing the note names again to become more comfortable with them, go ahead and rewind the video as many times as you need. After you are comfortable with singing the note names, you will go on to step 2 and then step 3 in the Blue Belt practice room. Once you are ready to perform your song, you will go to Seesaw and click on the Blue Belt performance activity. You will want to focus on these 4 areas in order to pass the song and earn your Blue Belt badge. You will want to make sure your left hand is on top and you are using warm, gentle air. You will want to make sure you are playing all the ties and other rhythms correctly while doing your do's. And you will want to make sure you are getting a nice sound on your new notes C and D. Always remember, if you make a mistake, it's okay. Just keep playing. I will still pass you on songs even if there are a couple minor mistakes. If you submit your performance to me and there are things you need to work on, look for my comments once I approve your activity. If you pass the song, I will place the blue belt badge in your activity so you can see it when I approve your work. Remember, if you want my help with this song, you can come to one of the recorder help sessions.